In today's episode of the Aeong Show, we'll be talking about my newfound obsession with Twilight. Hello everyone, this is Zach and welcome to the Aeong Show. Today is Wednesday. Hope you're having a good day out there, wherever you are, whether this is in the morning, so I hope you have a good day going into the day, or it's the end of the day and you're watching it. I hope you had a good day, or maybe it's like 3 weeks from now and you're watching this video randomly. Then I hope you've had multiple great days since then. Up to you. But yes, this is Wednesday, and for today's topic, I thought we would talk a little bit about my newfound obsession with Twilight. I've made some like shorts about this, and I've like posted on like TikTok about Twilight a bunch, but I haven't made like a full YouTube video for it. So I thought, we'll get the ball rolling, I should say. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot I can talk about with Twilight. So I mean, I don't think I'm gonna cover everything in just this one video. Because I mean, there's like 5 movies, like like 4 main books and the extra books as well. So there's a lot you can talk about. But I thought I'll just like get some immediate thoughts out there, just in terms of like how I got into Twilight. I don't know why it like hooked me so quickly, and like why I'm still so hooked with it. So I mean, I've been wanting to read Twilight for a while now, for like months at this point. I'd see it in like Barnes and Noble, and I'd just be like, man, I should read it. Like I should just read it because it was so popular at one time. I never read it or watched anything about it back then when it was popular. I mean, I like saw some things. I knew a couple like spoilers and stuff like that for the story, just because it's been a long time since those movies and books came out. So I mean, you're bound to see something on the internet. Uh, but yeah, so I was wanting to read them, and then finally I was just like, I searched them up because I have Kindle Unlimited, and I noticed, oh look, the Twilight books are on there. So I was like, well, they're for free, so I have the subscription, so I might as well just read them. And like from the beginning, just immediately just started reading Twilight, and I was pretty hooked instantly. Um, like I loved Bella's perspective, her point of view. I think she's super relatable, as a character. I mean, I see like a lot of complaints and stuff about her, like, oh, she's like the fake, like, she's tried to be written like the not like other girls thing, but like I don't really see that with Bella as much. I feel like she's just very much like a relatable character. Um, I don't know what that says about me, if maybe, but I do think she's a great character. I loved Edward from the beginning. Um, I love the whole supernatural vibe of it with like the vampires and stuff, and especially when you get to the werewolves added in there, and you get like the Volturi and like all of the other different stuff that's going on in the world. I feel like that just adds a lot more to it. But I mean, the first book I thought was just really great. As like I'm someone who I do love like romance books. I'll read them. I love them. I mean, a lot of like the manga I read is like romance style manga and stuff like that. I don't know, I love reading that type of stuff. I love like the drama. I love the angst. I love the will they, won't they. What's gonna happen, stuff like that. So Twilight immediately had me hooked, and then with like the extra stuff, I thought it made it even more interesting. Like supernatural powers. Edward can hear thoughts, but he can't hear Bella's thoughts. Like Alice can see the future. The dangers of being a human and a vampire, like hanging out with vampires, but you're a human. Um, I mean, there's like a bunch of stuff that's really interesting to me. I mean, like some of the vampire stuff. I mean, like most for the most part, I liked the vampire like qualities that she put into the book, because I know like vampires are different depending on what story you're reading or movie you're watching. Like there's like some things that are kind of like, I mean, they drink blood. That's like the guaranteed one that's always going to be there. At least, I mean, there probably is some that don't drink blood just because, yeah. I mean, I know like in What We Do in the Shadows, there's the one guy, I forget his name, who like sucks energy. He's like an energy vampire. He doesn't drink blood. He just like drains your energy. Um, which What We Do in the Shadows is hilarious TV show and movie. But yeah, but like for the most part, vampires are pretty set in what they're gonna be. But like she did change some things. Like again, like they can be out during the day, just they can't be out in the sun. So that's why they live in Forks, because it's like rainiest place in the United States. So like it's mostly cloudy and stuff like that. So you're not like direct sunlight all the time. Which then when there is direct sunlight, they're off just not going to school and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, the only thing that's like a little weird is of course like the diamond skin, where they're like, I mean, I'm fine with the whole thing that they're like, super rigid and like stone statues and all like that. That's fine. I don't really, that doesn't really do anything to me. The diamond thing is a little bit funny just because like they're sparkling and stuff like that. It's nothing that like I hate. It's just like the most random thing, especially again, if you've seen Twilight the movie, then you know like this is the skin of a killer, Bella. Like he's just like sparkly. Like it doesn't fit this like it doesn't like match like saying this is the skin of a killer while you're just like sparkling. Like you're not that scary in that moment, Edward. I don't know. Um, but I mean the book overall, really good. Uh, Also, this is gonna be like I think I'm just gonna go by each one by one. I think that's probably the best, the most simplest way to do it. So this video is gonna be about Twilight. Then I'll do another one maybe like next week about New Moon, then Eclipse, then Breaking Dawn. Probably might have to split that into two, or we'll see just because of the movie. There's two movies, but yeah, I think the book really good. The whole like James situation where he, you know, they're playing the baseball. James, Laurent, and Victoria show up. He smells Bella, then he immediately throws his hunter stuff on. He's like, "That's it, I gotta get her." And all that. I thought that was good drama. I mean, Bella, of course, it's like Bella. Why don't you just tell? Like, you got tricked so easily, kind of in a way. You should have just told Edward. Would have been fine, but what can you do? I can understand from her perspective. You're in that situation. You probably think he has your mom, so, but you good thing. I mean, I did read Midnight Sun, so like you get the whole Edward's perspective for that as well, which I love that book as well. Hearing Edward's perspective like gives you a lot more to the story. I definitely want to read them both like at the same time. Because I mean, I read the original four books, and then I read Midnight Sun afterwards. Um, but yeah, I want to read like Midnight Sun and Twilight this the exact same time, just so you can kind of like see every moment from their perspectives, because there's a lot of good stuff there. But yeah, and then with the movie compared to the book, I think for the most part, I think all the movies did a good job of like capturing what the book did. There's nothing really like again. There's like certain I always bring up the Harry Potter comparison, and for like any sort of like book to movie thing, just because the first like three Harry Potters are pretty accurate. Like they're pretty accurate to the books. Like of course there's stuff that's gonna be missing. You can't have everything, but like for the most part they're really accurate. Then it starts to really just go off course after that. Like the fourth film is like wildly different than Goblet of Fire. I mean, Half Blood Prince is like I don't know what's going on in Half Blood Prince the movie. Deathly Hallows like part one was really good, but Deathly Hallows part two is like what in the world? None of this happened in the books. So yeah, but I think Twilight did a really good job of like keeping everything pretty much on pace. Like there's gonna be like a lot of like the Bella Edward interactions are missing, which I think does hurt the movie a bit, because like that stuff in the book definitely makes you like understand their relationship a little bit better. While in the movies, it does kind of just like come out of nowhere how obsessed they are with each other, and like how in love they are with each other. While in the books, you do get a lot more of them like getting to know each other, which that isn't like they get like one scene in the movie where you see them like talking on her bed like for like hours or whatever. Like they time lapse it to show that they've been talking for a long time, but like you don't get all the actual details of it. But again, I think for the most part, really good stuff. I really love the first Twilight movie. When I first watched it, I was a lot more critical of it. Like I first watched the movie, and I was very critical. I was like, I don't know about this one, like again, the Bella Edward relationship didn't feel like the same. And I wasn't really into Robert Pattinson's performance as Edward at first. I really liked Kristen Stewart's performance as Bella. Like I think she nails it. And then, but Robert Pattinson, I was like, I don't know about that. But I've since watched the movie like multiple times, especially because like they had that whole streaming thing for like a week long on YouTube, and so I like watched it a bunch then as well. And like now I really love his like performance as Edward. I think he does it. He nails it. Like he gets the angst and stuff of Edward, and like all that. He gets the action and stuff really well. So now I love his performance as Edward. I think the styling's a little weird through some of the movies, especially Eclipse. He looks weird. Like they gave him like sideburns, the eyes look weird. Like everything about his styling was weird in Eclipse. I think he looked the best in like Breaking Dawn and Twilight. I think he looks the most Edward-like in those two films. The other two are kind of like iffy for me. Um, but again, I'm pretty obsessed with Twilight. That's why we're gonna be talking about it a lot over the next few weeks. Again, we'll do it like once a week, just so it doesn't get too much Twilight for you. But yeah, I mean, I've reread the books. I'm currently rereading the books. I read the books once, and I'm rereading the books. So yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on Twilight, and you'll get to hear all of them. I mean, this is a daily show. You have 5 days a week, so I mean, you're gonna hear about Twilight a lot. Not all the time. I'll save it for like once a week, but you know, hopefully you enjoy it. If you're a Twilight fan, you'll definitely enjoy it. Maybe you're not a Twilight fan. Maybe I can make you become a Twilight fan. If you're a Twilight fan, let me know what you think of like, you know, Twilight. Anything about it. Just say anything about Twilight. If you're not a Twilight fan, you know, maybe you want to check it out. But yeah, thank you again for watching. This has been Zach. I will see you tomorrow for another video. Next week for more Twilight. But again, thank you again for watching. This has been the Aeong Show, and I will see you next time.